Welcome to NCIX Tech Tips. Today's episode is about the Vesta G2. This is the fastest gaming machine that we have built to date. It features the GeForce GTX 680 or up to two of them. So to clarify a little bit, guys, there are some different configuration options that are available for the G2. There's the regular non-painted black version that comes with one GTX 680, an Intel 520 series SSD for the boot drive. It comes with 16 gigs of RAM, although they both come with 16 gigs of RAM. It also comes with a Core i7-3930K unlocked processor, and I think that's actually most of the configuration changes. Yes, it also comes with an AX850 80 plus gold power supply. However, this is the one-of-a-kind signature edition G2. This one is pretty much decked out to the nines. We're talking painted Corsair Obsidian 650D case. We're talking Intel Core i7-3960X Extreme Edition processor. Also 16 gigs of RAM, as that's probably overkill for gaming already, to be frank with you guys. Dual GTX 680 graphics cards from Galaxy, as well as a Seasonic 1000 watt 80 plus platinum power supply. Two Intel 520 series SSDs in RAID 0 with a 4 terabyte storage drive. So there's only one of these. Basically, it's first come, first served. When the system launches, when our eBlast goes out, you guys will be watching this video presumably in the eBlast. So I want to talk to you guys about the general architecture improvements that have been made on all aspects of this system, as well as the general performance you can get, whether you're going with the Elite Edition or the standard Vesta G2. So let's talk about all of the technologies that have been built into this system. We've carefully selected all of the components. So let's start with the SSDs. Dual 520 series SSDs. Why did we go with 520 series SSDs from Intel? Well, because this is a premium system, so we're not looking to save a couple bucks on the SSDs. We want the maximum possible performance, and the 520 is a top performer. It uses a SandForce controller with custom firmware to get the most possible performance. Plus, Intel has super reliable SSDs, very low failure rates. We know this because we have our own data to go along with what Intel has to say about it. So there's that reason. Next, in terms of technology, we have the latest X79 platform from Intel with their Extreme Edition or their 3930K unlocked processor. What that means is unlocked overclocking, so our 3930K system comes clocked at 4.2 gigahertz by default, and the 3960X, should you choose to go with it, comes at 4.4 gigahertz by default if you order it with a G2 system. In terms of cooling, we've gone with the Corsair H100 because as far as stock coolers go, easy installation coolers, liquid cooling that you can pop in a matter of a couple minutes, whether you want it in a G2 system or whether you want to order it on your own, it pretty much can't be beat. So we're running this with dual 120 millimeter fans, and of course we are because it's an H100. Finally, let's talk the GPUs. Kepler, this is the code name of the GTX 680, is the fastest single GPU graphics card to date. It uses GPU boost to deliver additional performance on the fly, and two of these cards is capable of providing over 6,000 marks in 3D Mark 11 on extreme settings, with one card easily breaking 3,000. Should you choose to go with a one or a two card configuration, that'll give you some idea what you can expect. Finally, for the power supply, 80 plus platinum is pretty much as good as it gets. It also includes hybrid fan technology on this particular unit, which it doesn't? What power supply is this?
It does. The switch is on the front.
Oh, the switch is on the front. Okay, the crazy Russian helped me out there. The switch is on the front. What that means is if your power supply is in a low load scenario, it actually turns the fan off outright, which gives you not only great performance, but also quiet computing. Finally, to go along with our maxed out performance, maxed out technology theme, we've gone with the Hitachi 4 terabyte drive, which is the largest 3.5-inch drive available on the market. And then 16 gigs of Corsair Vengeance RAM is an obvious choice to complement something like this. Now let's talk power consumption. So not only does it have the fastest performance, it also has performance per watt wise pretty much the best you can get as well. Under full load, that is with Prime 95 small FFT running to load the CPU, and 3D Mark 11 Extreme running to load the GPUs, this system pulls about 600 watts from the wall. That means with this 80 plus platinum, that's almost 95 plus, especially at about 50% load. It's about 93 to 94% efficiency. This system is only consuming about 560 watts, 550 watts of power, which is outstanding for a dual GPU, 6-core, 12-thread beast of a machine with 16 gigs of RAM. This thing will handle anything you throw at it, and I think you guys probably already know that. So how much does it cost? Unfortunately, the $24.99 price is not for the decked out dual graphics card one. 680s aren't cheap, and neither are Extreme Edition CPUs, so this one goes for about 4 large bills, so about $39.99.99. And then if you want the standard configuration, which comes with the K-CPU, the single SSD, the single GPU, and then the AX850 power supply, it sets you back about $2,500. So I think you guys will find these prices are actually very competitive with any other system builder, whether they're in the US or Canada or Denmark or Poland or wherever else they happen to be. And thank you for checking out this little NCIX Tech Tips showcase of the Vesta G2 straight from the crazy Russian lab. He actually happens to be standing right over there overseeing the filming process, and he's face-palming because I'm making him go on the camera.
Face palming for like 2 minutes straight now.
Thanks for watching.